Finally, I'm finally done with this. Act 6, Chapter 1 fully completed, as you see. And I didn't at least get a top tier 6-star for my troubles. And now I know for a fact that people that insist this stuff be done with max 5 stars or rank 2 6 stars are either full of it or they spent tons of revives. This one's definitely going to be a rant. And those players, man. Excuse me. Anyway, before the rant starts, I might as well give other current Act 6 Chapter 1 completion tips. And they all regard to rank 3 and rank 4 6 stars, especially in Quest 3. Oh man, you'll see what I mean. Here we go, starting with Quest 1, Moon Knight. You'll definitely need a rank 3 or rank 4 MoleMan for him. No one else can just cancel evades by default. Next is Psylocke. Magic counters her. In fact, I'll be mentioning Magic a lot because she is an unexpected MVP for Act 6, Chapter 1. Next is Mephisto. Void is literally the only champion in the game that can shut off his health regen. Just him, no one else. Plus, he's fire immune. So yeah, Void is vital for a lot of stuff in 6.1. Next is Rhino. You think he wouldn't be a problem, but you'll see him a lot in Act 6.1 because he does the same freaking thing, dash back and go for a dash attack because he's unstoppable. You need She-Hulk for him every single time. On to Korg, another recurring 6.1 enemy. Iceman's the only counter for him. Omega Red. Oh man, I'll get back to him later. Just like Korg, you need Iceman for him. And Sabretooth, another one I'll get back to later. A rank 3 or rank 4 Warlock is a good option for him. On to Quest 2. There is Miles Morales, an example of champion buffs changing the entire fight. Venom is effective, but you can't use specials now, so just melee attacks. Juggernaut, again She-Hulk, but stuns start to become less effective in that fight. Mordo. Magic's the only effective option. There's Mephisto again. You need Void for him. Same for Dormammu. On to Quest 2 Sentinel. Now, Red Magneto destroys him, but you at least need a plan B for Sentinel while you use Reg Mags for Ultron. Warlock is an option, but the worst thing about these quests later on is that you'll really start to get handicapped to certain things. So you'll need at least 2 shock immunes. Warlock isn't shock immune, but if he's a rank 3 or rank 4, that'd be enough to outdamage Sentinel. On to Quest 3. Major proof that rank 3s and rank 4s are vital here. Let's mention the counters first. Yellow Jacket and Moon Knight. You need MoleMan for that. You need She-Hulk for Unstoppable Colossus, Magic for Hyperion, Red Mags for Sentinel because that one handicaps you to mutants. Buff Red Magneto is the only one with the big damage. On to the Thing. Again, Buff Falcon destroys him. Now this is where the BS begins. I swear, they better not expect us to circulate through those paths twice. You'll need a rank 3 or rank 4 Diablo for Morningstar and War Machine. Because of that attack damage debuff, you need to keep your distance a lot. And thanks to Diablo's level 1, you can do that and keep your damage intact. And have constant health regen. Luke Cage, you'll need She-Hulk because of her furies. Like Suit Spider-Man, you'll need Iceman for him. You'd think MoleMan would work, but you need to keep a combo streak going, and that can't easily be done with MoleMan. And that path started with Red Mags, then Deadpool, and Rocket Raccoon. They all have unblockable attacks at the start. Now for Deadpool and the Raccoon, you can wait for them to use a heavy attack, but with Reg Magneto you can't because he's unstoppable during it. And back to the part about the game expecting us to circulate through these paths twice. Because you see this node Jane Foster has. If you don't go through that path, that final path has health regen constantly. There is no way players went through that with max 5 stars and rank 2s without tons of revives. Nightcrawler, MoleMan, despite the class disadvantage. Korg, Iceman, same goes for Omega Red. And War Machine, the outright unit hog, especially if you go through these paths without going through Jane Foster. You need magic, but without rank 3s and rank 4s, it is a complete revive fest. You'll be constantly getting to level 2, and that's if the AI isn't stubborn to spam his level 2 first. Doing as much damage as you can, die and revive again, because it's too risky to keep on fighting because there's a chance War Machine can get all his health back. Overrated Ghost, shockingly, isn't a problem. Everything else in this quest is. Lastly, quest 4. Just like the last one, the boss isn't the problem, everything else is. Heavy spam Heimdall. You need magic for him. Like I said in the description of my last video, magic is the only counter to buff Bishop. Once again, you need Void for Mephisto. Over on the right side, you need She-Hulk for Rhino. You need Psylocke for Void. You need the power control quick, and Psylocke has that as a level 1 special. Vision is an honorable mention. If you have the OG version or MCU version as a 6-star, they'd be just as effective. On to Wasp. MoleMan is the only counter for her in any quest. On to Blade, you need magic for him, and Gambit because of their extra power gain. Rank 3 and rank 4 6-stars are the absolute strongest for this stuff, period. No one can question that. They have the bigger stats. They have more health. They have more damage. The bigger numbers they have, the easier these quests are. Use anything less and you'll need revives. Kabam made these quests bullshit on purpose. Let's go back to Omega Red and quest 1. Real fair to set this bastard in the quest where you cannot dash back too much. You can't dash back against the enemy that you have to stay away from. Think about that. Max 5 stars and rank 2s would die quickly. But rank 3s and rank 4s would be able to tolerate that. Quest 1 Sabretooth. Another one deliberately put there because it's basically a paradox to the handicap node in the whole quest. You have to dash back to avoid his heavy. You have to dash back to avoid his level 1. And a lot of the time, the AI won't use a heavy attack. They'll rely on block damage to take you out. But a rank 3 or rank 4 6-star wouldn't have that problem. There are tons of fights with such problems. And they're around deliberately to make people spend money. Or else, you'll be stuck to certain fights for days. Until you have some units from arenas and arena crystals, which are rigged to never drop units, by the way, until you win those fights. And I am certainly never 100%ing 6.2. Definitely never doing that until I have rank 4s, especially for 6.2 champion. And for 6.3 and 6.4, I definitely won't touch them until I have a team of rank 3s at best. Same goes for Cavalier EQs. Again, the bigger the stats, the easier these quests will be. I swear, it's like I'm the only one that played enough RPGs to get that RPG instinct of getting big stats early. Getting the big stat numbers so enemies can go down quick. Yet masochists rather hold themselves back doing these fights with weak-ass levels.